Okay, so today the video is about updating from my channel. I'm sorry my voice a little raspy because I discovered something else. Um, yes, imagine, I was able to stop my cold cough. Yeah, it takes me less than 15 minutes to actually stop my cold cough. Now, throughout human history, and there are 7 billion people on Earth, or whatever you call it. Some people don't think that we live on a globe, but hey, whatever. Um, they couldn't figure it out. I was coughing for 2 days because it's getting cold. And believe it, I stopped it. Um, I have not, I haven't uploaded for exactly a month, or a little bit over a month. Um, I've been on a long road to try to understand something, and I have discovered more. I have discovered more medical history, or medical, I don't know what you would say, solving my own medical issue in 1 month than no doctors and no scientists and no physicists able to figure it out. Yes, can you imagine? I am a nobody. And you can see right here, this is only a part of it. I went through every single element, not element, but some, studying all of it. And there's more, of course. For instance, vitamin B, B12, iron, zinc, potassium, magnesium, manganese, vitamin D, A, B, C, whatever it is. Okay? And yes, it has been a long journey for 1 month. And no, I have not uploaded because I've learned so much. And here's what I've learned. In March of 2022, I started to become what is known as deficiency. Let me tell you, the first time in human history someone said deficiency. There's no such thing as deficiencies. It is how your body cannot absorb. Okay? Remember that. Don't accept the word deficiency, but accept the word non-absorption. And then you're going to make from non-absorption to absorption. Okay? Understand that term and understand something very easily. It is not deficiency, but it is absorption. Okay? Or non-absorption, or having a hard time absorption. Well, because of all this, I'm going to teach you how your body can absorb certain things. Now, why did I go on this journey? And it took so long, a whole month. I've learned a lot. I've learned so much. I've learned I had anemia. Yes. And no doctor was able to help me. And believe it or not, I am now 80% there. I almost cure my own anemia. A lot of people going to have anemia in the future. Those are the people who will have liver problems, who will have kidney problems, and who will have intestinal problems or digestion problems. You're going to face what is known as deficiencies. It is not deficiency. It's your body's having a problem absorption. And we're going to learn how we're going to beat this thing. Because I did. Yes. You're going to look at my fingernails. Sorry if it's dirty. Some people would have a problem with me having dirty fingernails. Dirty fingernails mean I'm working. Okay? If you don't work, you don't have dirty fingernails, period. If you look at my nail, you see there's half red and half white. Some of them is all red, and some of them is half red and half white. It's, believe it or not, a month ago. I should have took this picture. A month ago. Look how red that one is. Now it's all red except for down here. You see how that white spot? Okay? Right here. And then another way you can test it. Press it. And let go. If it becomes red, that means your iron is good. But I'll teach you all that. Can you imagine? I developed my own way to fix my own anemia. Furthermore, I discover how mosquito bite certain people, but some, they do not even bite those people. Why? EMF sensitivity people get bitten a lot, but non-EMF sensitivity people do not get bitten. But nobody in human history figured out why mosquito does this. I have finally solved why mosquito bite certain people, and very proud of it. Then, I discover how I can actually enhance my sperm. Yes. As a male, you jack off, you ejaculate, you can actually see your sperm when it's healthy, when it's not. And yes, deficiency also play a role in that, but it's not deficiency. It's because you cannot absorb, so that's why you don't have enough nutrients to actually make your sperm. That's it. Erectile dysfunction is also part of this as well. It's deficiencies, or known as malabsorption, or non-absorption, or absorption problem, which is malabsorption. Yeah? I also learned why EMF sensitivity have headaches. Why EMF sensitivity have nausea or nausea. Nausea and fatigue. And headaches. Yeah. First time in human history someone actually figured it out. And it took me 1 freaking month. Can you imagine all of human history? They could not able or unable to do this. And me, it took me 1 month. I went on a very long journey. You can see my videos. I have an upload. That alone tells you that I went on a journey. I needed to understand this. I need to understand why. I need to understand why I have EMF sensitivity. Now it's a lot less. Yes. And I'm going to show you why you have headaches. I'm going to show you why you are nausea. I'm going to show you why or how you can breathe better. Although, remember this, okay? Before we even going further, you have to understand the radiation scale. The radiation scale is so vast, even I cannot comprehend it all. But I'm going to show you certain things that I can comprehend. A lot of people think radiation is one thing. No. I'm sorry to tell you, it is so vast. The word is vast. Because the whole universe is made out or made of radiation. Another type of radiation, of course, and something known as Hawking radiation, after Stephen Hawking. So, it is a lot to cover in my whole month of staying away, because I had to fix my so-called EMF sensitivity. Although I am in this world right now, the cell phones here, behind here, two big ones over here, two big ones over here. So it's 2, 4, 6 so far that I can see. And it's all on the highways behind this wall right here and behind over here. Because there's a highway back there about 1.5 to 2 miles that way and 1.5 and 2 miles this way, because I live on a curve like this. So you can see that I'm facing a lot. So I try to block everything, including my kitchen. You see, tin foil. And I stated many times, tiles somehow block tin foil. Okay? I believe because there's metal in there, especially old tile. So if you want, there's another way to block your whole house with it. Or put cement board on it and glue the tile on it. You're going to thank me. Tin foil, cement board, tile, brick. Those are the ones that you're going to, or EMF paint, in case you wanted to figure it out or wants to go on this journey and protect yourself. Yes, there's a lot of people who appreciate my channel, and they write me all the time, and they thank me all the time, and I know who you are, and I understand you. It is one of the greatest crime against humanity, animals, insects, even yourselves, okay, all living things. It is one of the greatest crime against humanity. No war. With all the war in this lifetime, nothing will compare what they have done to our world within the last, I would say, mine started in 2006. That was my first Wi-Fi modem. But before that, there were Bluetooth too, remember. When they started, or when they went over, I always said that, when they went over 800 megahertz. Okay? That's all you have to remember. Anything over 800 megahertz will harm us. Now, pretty soon, in 2022, I would call it the second stage. The first stage, people were very sensitive and they started. The second stage is people like you or me, if you watch this video. The third stage will be the 2024. You're going to see massive changes in radiation. And by 2030, you're going to see so massive that they're going to have to think how we're going to reverse this. We have to reverse this, or else human will be doomed. And furthermore, they spend so much money trying to go to Mars. I'm going to tell you something. There's the first time in human history that someone said in the video, we cannot live in Mars or on Mars. Okay? I'll make that separate video and I'll state my case, of course. Human cannot live on Mars. Even if they find all the water on Mars, you can still not live on Mars. There's a reason why for that, and I'll explain that in my video because I want people to watch those so they can understand my findings. So imagine I am a nobody, and I'm going to tell the future they spend all these billions and trillions of dollars to go to Mars. Guess what? Ha, 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 ha. I'm going to have the first laugh. Human cannot and never will able to live on Mars. Mark my word. Okay? Because I understand radiation. There's one of the videos on my channel that I said we need radiation. But another form of radiation. Remember, the radiation scales is so vast that even I cannot comprehend it all. But I can tell you offhand, humans going to have a hard time living on Mars, and someday they're going to realize all the money they spent, worthless. Well, I hate to burst. Well, in our world, we usually said, I hate to bust your bubbles. More like bursting, but in the city, we said, I hate to bust your bubbles. Well, like, you know how when you're a little kid and you're just busting little bubbles, you know? Anyway, so That's another one right there. We cannot live in Mars. Why'd you spend all these money to go to Mars? Why we can make this planet? This planet is not as perfect. We need about 36 hours, but unfortunately, we only have 24. So instead of that, we can turn things around here. But are they willing to listen? No. And then when they make a mistake and they come back and they go apologize, but here's the problem. The next generation or the generation or the third generation after will make the mistake again and again and again. And that's why I call it the bipolar world. Unfortunately, 60-something% of the population have some sort of bipolar. Yeah, I call it bipolar. The crappy version. Ha, 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 ha. But anyway, sorry, I had to throw a few jokes in there. But that's what the human is, or human nature is. And that's why we are so in trouble. Because we do not learn how to learn. It is very important to learn. We need to learn from our mistakes. And then we go back and try to correct it. But here's the problem. Bipolar's in the way. Remember bipolar, okay? Ah, ha, ha, poo-la. It's in the way. And that's what's wrong with this lifetime. And that's what's wrong with it. But anyway, well, here's the thing. From my understanding of how the universe works, enjoy what you can. Here's the thing. Eventually, and here it is, the first time in human history, someone going to say, human, yes, human will go extinction. I'm sorry to bust your bubbles again. More like bursting, but bust your bubbles again. Human will go extinction. Ha, ha, ha. Anyway, I know it's a lot to cover. But because of all this here, I was able to learn so much. You can see most of these are very important element. For instance, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, biotin, vitamin A, C, D, B, blah, 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 okay? Just to name a few, even copper. And because of this journey, it took me 1 month to be a guinea pig and to understand why I have issues, even have digestive issues, okay? And it wasn't the digestive issues. It's that because my body aren't able to make enzymes. Yeah, enzymes. Right here. It's the enzyme that your body aren't able to produce. And that's how you're able to, that's what it's leading to what is known as absorptions. Because these enzymes, you have to feed them. You have to feed them so they can help you. So basically, we're eating food is to feed them. And in return, that's what they're helping us. Crazy as it sounds, but they could not figure this out. Crazy. Okay. Some people call me crazy. Oh, really? You don't know what crazy is until you see what crazy does. I hate to tell you that one. Hey, that's one of mine too. I don't know what crazy is, but I see what crazy does. And another one too. You go, it says right here, easy on the stomach. Iron is easy on the stomach? Funny, right? But yeah. Because of this journey, I am so proud of myself now. I cure my own anemia. Yes. It took close to 4 to 5 months. And I was able to cure my own anemia. And when that video comes out, it's going to help a lot of people. Especially a lot of people. And in the future, if we don't stop this so-called 5G and these signals, radiation signals, or non-ionized radiation signals, you're going to see a lot of malabsorption, which will lead to anemia, and among other things, deficiencies, or we don't want to say that word, malabsorptions. We have to learn how to absorb, and that's what I come in. So you can see I've done a lot. I've done so much this past month that has got exhausted. I was exhausted, but thankfully I had a good head on my shoulders. I was able to learn a lot of things. And the number one thing is that from learning from anemia to I know why mosquito does not bite me anymore. I know why we couldn't breathe. People soon couldn't breathe to certain things. I know why EMF sensitivity have headaches. I know why EMF sensitivity fatigue. I know why EMF sensitivity have nausea. I know why all this stuff. Imagine, again, I am nobody, but I am able to figure it out within 1 month. Imagine whole time of human history. They cannot figure this out. Can you imagine? And yes, milk has something in there too. That helps. That's why I don't have headaches. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you learned the update from that because I was on a special journey. And now I got my strength back. I got a little cold, but it's not a cold. A lot of people, wait, before I go, a lot of people are coughing right now. And some people non-stop. And I feel bad for those people because that's one of the video too. And you wouldn't believe what it is either. Oh my. Anyway, and then no. Pollution's only about 30%. Remember that, okay? It is not pollution that is hurting us all. Of course, it plays an important role. But radiation, remember, part of it is radiation and other things that contribute to what we are going through right now. And all they have to do is shut down everything. Just 48 hours. 96 to be safe. And they will get the answer. But here's the problem. They won't. Just 48 hours. Remember this. I'm the only first one in human history saying this. We need to shut down 48 hours and observe how people behave. And then we will see how things work. Will they do it? That's the question. All they have to do is 48 hours, 96 hours to learn a little bit extra. That's all. A little investigation. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you learned something a little bit. And I hope you got your update. And I will see you all those in all of these updates and all the things I've learned in the past month. I'll see you in those videos.